communication. And I said communication because in our day-to-day use of language, there are too many things that are wrongly positioned. In our pronunciations, in our spellings, in our structures, and too many other ones like that. Remember that when you have communication, you've got vowel number 10 here as against what you say communication. And at this point in time, when you have the CA, there is a diphthong pairing, and so that diphthong is going to be stressed. What is stressed? A stress is an excitement of force or energy on some particular part of a word. Why do we do that? We do that to make sure that words varies in their pronunciations. So the rule of pronunciation actually speaks to us that whenever you see a word that ends with T-R-O-N, C-R-O-N, S-R-O-N, and many more like that, your stress placement is going to be on the syllable preceding the T-R-O-N. Is that correct? And so that is what we say. Communicate, information, examination. Now back to our business. Of course, when you have understood that, we see that communication is not just one-way traffic. It's a kind of an interchange and an exchange of what? Your opinion, your views, your perceptions, or your ideas. And so if what you are saying is not what he is understanding, then communication has not taken place. Is that clear? Now, too many of us have failed to understand that there are rules that are governing our use of a language. I've told you about a rule that we call subjunctive rule. What do I call it?
Subjunctive rule.
Please, subjunctive. It's an aspect that too many candidates run away from, and it keeps them into problem. Why? Because there is what we call the rule of grammar, which is concord, that says that when you have a singular subject, it must marry what? And when you have a plural subject, it should marry what? Having understood this, we tend to see that this rule of subjunctive is a way what we can call essence of rules. We can also call it rules of prayers. We can also call it agreement with prayers. How do we mean when we say subjunctive? It means that when you say she as a subject, and the verb that follows would be she prays. Of course, when you say she, the verb that follows is what? Sings. Because she is a singular subject and it's married with a what? Singular verb. But by the time we come to subjunctive, it's an exception. Can we say exception?
Exception.
Please don't forget this. That word is not exception. It is what?
Exception.
Get it right. That when you have EX, this EX occurs in 3 dimensions. How many dimensions?
3 dimensions.
We can have it in IKS. We can have it in IKZ. Now look at this. This is not example. What do we call it?
Example.
Alright. Do we get it right? What happened to example is that happened to examination. Can we please pronounce this together?
Examination.
Again.
Examination.
Don't forget the name. Is that right? Okay, let's try to translate it for us. It's the me.